If you've recognized that you're dealing with a narcissistic adult child, you will need to have some strategies in place to protect yourself from their abusive, self-serving agendas. Here are 6 tips for dealing with an adult narcissistic child. 1. Don't call them out as a narcissist. Although it might be tempting to call your narcissistic adult child out for what they are, you will not be met with your desired outcome. You see, the narcissist's ego simply cannot accept any criticism, because that would mean their whole false reality, of being perfect and godlike, would come crashing down. Whenever any negative quality is brought to the narcissist's attention, it causes a narcissistic injury. To exterminate this piece of evidence that goes against the narcissist's entire fantasy, that information must be destroyed. This is where the narcissist will project the very things that they are doing back onto you, then line you up in their crosshairs for annihilation. The only outcome you can expect, when calling out a narcissist, is for the abuse to ramp up and increase in severity and volume. In fact, they'll probably turn around and call you the narcissist, then smear your name to all and sundry, just to reiterate their false narrative. 2. Create boundaries. The best thing you can do when dealing with a narcissistic adult child is to understand that they will not change, and create healthy boundaries for yourself. Here are some examples of healthy boundaries. End the conversation if they're belittling you or making you feel less than. Say no when you need to say no. Be available when it suits you, not just because they expect you to be. Only give resources if you can and want to, not because the narcissist demands it. It's important to note here that the narcissist will not like your new boundaries one little bit. They're used to using your insecurities, love and compassion against you as a weapon, so that they can manipulate you to get what they want. The narcissist will continue to outright push through your boundaries if you let them. In their world of entitlement and superiority, they will now see you as the abusive one, because how dare you take away their supply. This is why you must continue to hold and enforce your boundaries, over and over again. You're effectively retraining them with how you expect to be treated and what you will no longer tolerate. 3. Stop enabling their behavior. If we're all being honest here, the main reason that narcissists can get away with their atrocious behavior is because we allow them to. I'm not saying that it's your fault that the narcissist does what they do. They are fully grown adults who are, or should be, responsible for their own actions and reactions. However, due to the very nature of narcissistic personality disorder, they will never accept responsibility for their behavior without years of intensive therapy, because that would destroy their entire false self. But that in no way means that any other human being on this planet needs to accept their behavior, or take on the responsibilities of the narcissist, just because they refuse to do so. We don't do the narcissist any favors by enabling their poor behavior, even though the narcissist will make you feel like you're abusing them by not doing so. Here's how to stop enabling your narcissistic adult child. Go no contact or reduce contact if they're too toxic. Identify the deal-breaker behavior and don't hang around for it anymore. Set healthy boundaries and stick to them consistently. Stop doing so much for them. Don't take on their responsibilities. Don't play into their victim stories. Detach yourself from their behavior. Don't defend yourself to the narcissist. It's just a trap to suck you back into their arena. Choose yourself, as hard as that is as the parent. 4. Limit time with them. The more time you spend with a narcissist, the more opportunities they have to manipulate you, devalue you, and suck out your life force energy to feed themselves. Keep your time with the narcissist short and sweet. Rather than seeing them for a whole day, catch up for a coffee and keep moving. Make yourself busy so that you only have small pockets of time to spend with them. This is important for you to establish your new boundaries, plus it helps to build an independent life outside of the narcissist's dramas, demands and expectations. 5. Put yourself first. For far too long you've no doubt put the needs of your adult narcissistic child before your own. After all, that's what narcissists expect us all to do for them. But no more. They are a fully grown adult by now, and if they don't have their own life, it's about time they do. Just like it's time for you to start putting your own needs first and filling your cup before anyone else's. We are no good to anyone else if we are always depleted. The universe does not reward self-sacrifice. It just gives you more of what you are signaling you deserve. At the end of the day, we are all individual beings on our own individual journeys. Your first responsibility should always be to yourself, because if you don't put yourself first, no one else is going to do it. And certainly not a narcissistic child. 6. Seek therapy. If you've been dealing with a narcissistic child for a prolonged period of time, you've most likely been dealing with emotional, and possibly even physical abuse. As a part of choosing yourself, it's time to prioritize your healing. The parent-child dynamic is a big one, and you will no doubt have many unanswered questions and trauma around your own situation. Maybe you know what has caused the split in your child's psyche to have become narcissistic, maybe you don't. Therapy will be able to help with the knowledge, acceptance and understanding. It's time to heal yourself and move forward into a more positive life, regardless of your child's journey. For more information on narcissism, head to unmaskingthenarc.com.